Hi, it's Abbey. Welcome back to the channel. It's a battle on the Abbey map, and we've got Rimac from Fiddy Clan in the Bisonte C45. He's platooned with -32 from Fiddy, so I think it's the first time we've had hyphen on this channel as well. Now, they're heading towards the A1, A2 area, which is traditional for heavy tanks to battle. Helps tanks have got good gun depression. They can do pretty well on this line if they battle on a lot of ramps. We'll just see how they go. Now, let's have a look. They are top tier, tier 8 and tier 7. And what we got on the other side, we've got Bisonte there, Univam platoon, and yeah, so it looks like a pretty even game. Anyway, first enemy tanks battle is an Eagle 7, which is coming down the 7 line, which is pretty unusual, but certainly stopped the LTG from pushing up there. The light tanks took a long time to get to the centre, so they have lost the opportunity there to take the centre. And it looks like there's a guard there, which is yeah, potentially going to do a fair bit of damage. So now they've spotted a Lorraine 40T down there, so hyphen look right in the middle there, so he's not going to really survive this. I don't think 6 shots from 2 auto-loading guns. Does get 1 shot into Rimac, but hyphen finishes him off. So goodbye to Toddy from Vam Clan. But they've already lost 4 tanks in the centre. Now, sorry, I wasn't paying attention, but it's all the light tanks that went to the middle. So there was a big push there from the enemy side into the middle. But can they basically create some havoc from this side? And normally, yeah, as the tanks go through, you can see here, unfortunately that ricocheted, but this is a window that you can basically shoot across into the middle of the Abbey area. So you can see the spotting range exceeds that. Now Bisonte from the other side has come up with a C45-2 and it's being challenged by the Super Pershing there. He's got good frontal armour too, so he might be a bit of a challenge for them. Just missed the opportunity there to smack the LTG. They've managed to pull 1 kill back. There's still 4 tanks behind, so they're pretty much under the pump at the moment, and they're around about 3,000 hit points down, so there's a fair gap there now. So can Rimac and hyphen make a difference? Now the Eagle 7 that went down the 7 line has come back around, and I don't think he's going to survive long there. 1 more shot. No, and he's dead already, so the IS-5 that's with them has taken him out. So good teamwork going on here. Pulled another one back. And they're just looking at the minimap. So as a guard has basically tried to get into a forward position there. Can they get a shot on him? Or just right on the thing. Blind shot goes in. Will that do any damage? A bit hard to tell. He went dark. And now the Bisonte is pushing up and doing some damage. And so is Artie. So Remac's coming down here. I think he's calling hyphen to come and help. And he's also waiting for his shells to reload, and don't forget the Bisonte's got a 3-shot auto reloader, so the more shells you use in one engagement, the longer it takes to reload each shell. And so he's just basically trying to get his shells lined up before he comes down. There's also an SU-122-44 down below. Need to push him back, otherwise he will come around and try and get some cross shots, and he is retreating there, so it gives them a bit of confidence to come around the corner. So luckily the shot from the T25-2 just goes into his tracks, and they can punish him as they go around. 1 more shot, and he's dead. And Hive will try and put some shots into the Bisonte there. Now that's allowing Rimac to push down here and challenge the SU, and the SU just duffs his shot into the dirt. But little does he know that Rimac is actually still reloading. So he turns around again and starts to go after this Bisonte. It looks like the Bisonte's on reload as well. Now this is a problem when you're in the auto reloader. If you've used up all your shots, you're going to wait a long time. So he's got a beautiful opportunity here to go in through the lower plate. And that is the end of the Bisonte. So that's 2 of the BAM clan members gone. And is that SU-122-44 still there? It looks like he's run away. But there's a challenge on the base. The Samurai SM is on the base, and although he's not capping, there's also the LTG is doing a pretty good job there. What he's doing is lighting up the IS on the platform so that the Samoa can basically take shots across. And you can see the IS has basically been come down to 1 shot. And there you go, Rimac just found a very movable object there. You can't drive this through these tanks. There you go, the LTG itself has destroyed the IS. That might have been a relatively new player. And the LTG has just taken a big hit there and been destroyed by the G-Saw. That's Proper Bob. So Proper Bob is pretty well known in its introduction. Okay, it looks like the Simua SM and potentially an IS are now capping, although only 1 tank is on cap. And in fact, there's the Simua SM. Can Rimac get a shot into him? That one bounces, but he's now got an angled shot, and that takes him out. But that means that the tank on cap is the IS. In fact, he's been lit now, so that's exactly what Rimac needs. Gets a nice shot in, that resets the cap. And they've pulled back now. They're in still a deficit, but they're only 2 tanks down, and they've got the hit point balance down pretty close. In fact, they're now got a slight lead now with that IS suffering. So Rimac can push up here and take care of it. He takes a big hit from the guard there in the centre. He must have been lit by the IS. Oh no, there's the IS. Oh, it's an ICU-152K. It looks like he's stuck on the rocks. I don't know what's happened there. Has he tried to go up and he's gone AFK? A bit hard to tell, but he's definitely not moving. 1 more shot in and he's gone. And there he goes, gets the kill. And that brings up the score to even. So it's a bit unfortunate for the enemy team. Couldn't get any advantage out of that ICU. We'll have a look in the detail to see whether he actually contributed. While we were looking at, the IS gets taken out, and now the guard goes down. That was Hyphen there. So between the 2 of them, they got 6 kills, and they've turned this game around. So 12 all. They've now got a 400 point advantage in hit points, and there's only 3 tanks left on the other side. The Styra ML, which hasn't been seen, the SU-122-44 we knew had retreated. He was on about half health. And there's an Artie there as well. So, taking a shortcut, but not going right down the middle. Okay, this is a clever move. You can come through the city here and be in cover all the way up to the point that you break out. In that case, you can basically spot there. And they're just splitting the team on the 1-2 line so that G-Saw goes up on high and can get on the platform, which means he can shoot across the cap area, and Hyphen will go across. Now, in all of this, we've not been keeping track of Rimac's score. He's up to 4.3k damage, so he's really making the most of this. And he's not spotted, but he's not spotting anything either. You can see from the view ranges, if anyone was right there, he would be seeing them, so he knows that's pretty safe to push up. It could be behind that tower there. That's solid cover, and you wouldn't see them and they wouldn't see you, but we'll see what happens, where they may have gone to. But certainly, in fact, there's the Crusader SP has been spotted. That's spotted by probably the G-Saw, and gets the kill. Goes to Rimac. That puts him on 5 kills, so he's getting close to getting Top Gun. Now, we haven't seen the Styra ML or the SU. No, we did see the SU. He's drowned. Looks like he might have been running away. Can't say whether he deliberately drowned without seeing, so I won't make that comment. But now this Styra ML is going down. This is the last tank, and Rimac gets the kill. That gets him his Top Gun, and they pulled this game back in a big way. So a nice tanker game there from Rimac, getting used to those from him. Top Gun for getting the 6 kills, and high caliber for the most award damage. decent amount of bonds there as well, and experience and credits. 51, 53 direct damage and 934 of assisted damage. That gives him just over 6k of combined damage. So that's a pretty big contribution to the team there. 1641 base experience, massive amount there. And Hyphen helped out well with 2.8k and getting 1100 base of his own, which is anything over 1000 is a good result. And Provo Bob kicked in at the end there as well, supporting the team. And unfortunately, on the side, the Vam Clans guys did the top amount, but couldn't pull through. 23 shots fired, 20 hit, and 17 of those penetrated. Gave him his damage totals. The very small amount of expenses, really. Didn't lose a lot in health and didn't use any consumables that cost credits. So he made a massive amount of profit of 187, 188k of credits. Great game there, Rimac. Thanks for the comment.